How y'all doing? How is everybody doing? I'm trying to get my stuff together, y'all. I got to have me something to blow on. Trying to get my stuff together, y'all. But while I'm doing this, have anybody? Let me make that. While I'm doing this, have anybody heard anything about the the city killer Asteroid? Because that's what we're gonna dive into tonight. Peace, pieces. Honor to you. Honor to all y'all viewing. All right. Tapping in with your girl. Okay. You ain't heard about it. Thank you, sis. Thank you. I've actually learned, kind of got into liking the little pink. I couldn't stand it at first. But yeah, it's been a lot going on with that city killer and what's going on, and the asteroid that can take out a city in our planet. You know how NASA and all them put the information out, but it kind of course, they're gonna throw out subliminals of illusions of what's going on in a physical form. But I just wanted to dive in with y'all about what this asteroid really is about. I don't know if y'all heard about it. Like I said, it's really big in, I would say, like, I guess, scientific information. NASA. I kind of pay attention to them just a little bit because, like I said, they dialogue is more so dealing with the anatomy of the body, um, physically and spiritually. So, with the energy, what's going on in this motion right now at this moment, and what's to come, I'm gonna kind of break it down for us, or what this asteroid really is, or what are really asteroids anyway. Peace, sis. How you doing today? What is really asteroids, and what kind of effects, not effects, but effects, okay, what kind of effects does um it kind of project into our reality, what it has to do with us as a whole. So we're gonna dive into the information tonight. I actually got a few lives that I want to kind of pump out before I go back to work. So we're gonna be talking about some information before I go back. But yeah, it's been a lot. If you just Google it or look it up, they've been talking about it a lot, especially with a lot going on in the solar system. The planetarium, the alignment with the planets and the moon and the sun and all of that ancient energy, coming up. in the motion, coming up in our existence. Um, I push, I force, that power. So asteroids really have a deep connection dealing with us. Peace, peace, everybody. How is everybody day going? I thought maybe y'all would be, locked in because, today. And some people, might be, in for the night. Okay. So I didn't know if anybody was going to show up, but, I'm still going to come and do the good Lord's work. Let me, I got this remote. But let me pull up this information. First, I'm going to break down this Lord. Break down this information. The word dealing with the asteroid and were they really, speculating, what's gonna happen. I mean, they've been talking about a big asteroid for years, probably since young as I can remember, about an asteroid hitting Earth and, it really taking Earth out or, just altering it in a major way. As we already know, that's what's about to take place. Pieces. Thank you. Thank you. This is part of the reason why I was late too. I tried to get a nap in earlier, it didn't work the way I wanted. But thank you. I I was talking about the asteroid. Um but yeah, what it has to do with us and it's significant. They've been talking about it for years, decades. But as we all know, this is not the last or the first time something has altered the shape or the form of our existence, as they call Earth, okay, or our livelihood. So we're gonna dive deep, and y'all might want to get your little snacks, get your little chocolate. I got my chocolates over here, the best kind you can find. Now, y'all can do y'all dipped in chocolate, strawberries and shit or whatever, whatnot. But this right here, baby, covered cherries, very sensual. How it just busts in your mouth. It's really good in chocolate. But I'm eating it with my wine because I got some of the top notch wine over here. You know what I'm saying? The best wine you can get. You know what I mean? You can take it slow, and it'll take it slow with you, or you can drink it, go fast with it. It's gonna really, be fast with you. It all depends on how you sip it. It's the best wine out there, and yeah, it's Taylor Port. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. It's not Taylor Port. It's not Taylor Port. It's some Stella Rose. So I'm gonna sit here and sip, and we're gonna dive into this. I normally have this already done, so y'all won't have to see me struggle doing this. And I'm trying to keep my kid out of my business tonight. But Jen is she ain't trying to do nothing without me. Or she won't let me do nothing without her, may I say. Peace, peace to everybody. Coming on. And I'm about to get this started. Okay, let me get up to my info. So, pull this up. I'm actually gonna dive into oh no, that's not it. I'm gonna dive into this love tomorrow too, or maybe it might be tomorrow. I ain't got too much to do. Okay, here's my information. I've been saying, what is everything got? Because desire comes up a lot, even with this asteroid. It comes up a lot. So, and with it being Valentine's today, and Valentine's origin deals with desire. Um, so it definitely came up in the star situation. Okay, I think I got everything. All right, yeah. That chance children don't know how to stay out their parents' business, especially mama. Okay, definitely don't. They want to be right in the mix, and your mama know everything. And that's Ginger. She like that mama. Okay, you ain't doing nothing without her. My son, shit, long as he doing him, he in his own world. He ain't worried about nobody else. Jen is no. We in this together. All right, can y'all hear me though? Y'all can hear me, right? All right. So, what is this word asteroid? What does it have to do with us? Well, y'all know I'm gonna break down the word as per usual, and hey, that's just how I do over here. You can either like it or not. It is what it is. But we gonna get to the bottom of the tea, okay? We gonna get to the real spill, the real sipping over, and get down to the root of the shit, the origin. So, of course, breaking down this word, of course, you're gonna find multiple connections to it, of course. Um, but there is some real interesting origins dealing with the word aster instead of asteroid, because OID is just an end cap of a word. Okay, all right. And like I said, this world has mastered changing the vocabulary of words, recreating words that mean the same thing. All right. But this aster word that is to asteroid, let me turn this down because I feel like I'm kind of, and I ain't trying to y'all let me know if I'm yelling too much because I got this mic on, and y'all know I already got a big ass mouth, okay? So if it's too loud, let me know. I'll turn the mic down because I don't want to be in here screaming. But this word aster, I'm putting this up here, okay? It's also connected to a plant, right? Of like a shape of a flower head. Okay. It has a symbolism image of the shape of a flower head. Okay. So that is one origin dealing with aster. So if y'all probably know this, probably don't, but the aster word originated from the word star. Okay. So they're talking about this new asteroid that's supposed to be so-called hitting Earth. And their prediction may be 8 to 10 years. Okay. Peace, peace, sis. How your day going? Okay. So they're predicting that this asteroid, like they've been predicting for years already anyway, but we've had some little turbulence, but not a lot. Okay, but this T is gonna give you a deep information about just the resilience of self. Okay, um, but they talking about this asteroid is hitting, and it's got some people kind of scared. They calling it the city killer, and this city killer is an asteroid big enough. Thank you, sis. Right back at you. This asteroid is big enough, okay? Like they're saying, very big, okay? Enough to take out a city. Now, I'm going to connect the dots just a little bit before I finish this. If y'all recall the Kendrick Lamar's, I'm pretty sure y'all remember, performance, right? And when the mustard came out, right? He had this big star on the back of his coat. I knew this star was going to be significant somewhere, just didn't know when. But he had this big yellow star on the back of his coat, right? Symbolism, okay? Dealing with the star, okay, or the 7-pointed star, okay? The star has also been a replica of us, okay? Early settlers, not even gonna say settlers, but early um, cultures or um, yeah, early cultures practice, and some probably still do today, that the stars has a significant connection to us. So when they're looking up at the sky, their connection to the stars is those are great ancestors or, our loved ones in a sense that have transcended, okay, and they became a star, okay? All right. So the star being a connection or the origin of the word of aster or a star, if we want to say, um, it's motioning its way, all right, okay, into our solar system, as NASA would say, okay? This is something that has been years on top of years on top of years before we've, like, in this lifetime experienced it, right? It's almost like this is a deadly asteroid, literally, in their perspective. But spiritually, it is definitely dealing with the divine you, the divineness of all. Okay? It has a shape of the flower head, the lotus flower. Okay? The lotus flower is very significant in our spirituality when it comes to rebirthing, refreshing, cleansing, um, just change, resilience. Um, so that is not by coincidence. I mean, that's not what I was about to say, but that is very compelling when it comes to the origin of the word aster, okay, at the beginning of asteroid, which is a star, okay? So this big star is coming into our planetary planetarium. It is coming into our solar system, and it's about to shake up some shit. It's about to change some shit, right? Heavily, very. We about to take a major hit. Okay, we're right in the path of it. All right, so it's nothing that we can do to stop it, and that is something that I have been saying for years too. That whatever transpire, and it's going to happen for this new world to be carried out, all right, for you to be in tuned into, okay, there's nothing, literally nothing, no one can do to stop it, okay. Now, when I see information like this from NASA and the science, magazines, articles, and stuff like this, dealing with stuff like this, um, of course, I'm going to get to the root of it, okay? Because I know this is not the physical transformation, okay? This is a spiritual or energetically, all right, or divine energy, okay, transformation that is happening, okay? With the whole Kendrick Lamar and his halftime show, it was all about, of course, remembering where you came from, but moving past it, okay? Letting it go. Playing the game for what it is, okay? Without all these high emotions, okay, that is going to allow yourself to be caught up in situations that's not going to prevent you to move forward, okay? So it was all about, who you are as a being. And black folks, okay, colored people, I don't even like to say black folks, it sounds so damn, I said slaverish, I swear they do. It just sounds like back in the slave days when I say that. I'm already country as hell. But colored being, okay, copper, okay, especially you, okay, not to say you better than, you know, the pale guy, the white people, right? You're not. But I think you don't understand how powerful and how symbolically powerful you are. Okay? I don't think you understand the movement, the marathon, or the motion, okay, that you carry. All right? That generates everything in life that has, which generates everything in life that has been originate, or which you have been the originator of. That's what I want to say. Okay? That don't celebrate. Okay, girl. Okay, because I am. It just sounds so damn right. Country as fuck. I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way this time. But hey Shay. But the message was very. It wasn't even that deep. It was very common sense. It was very logical. It wasn't that deep. Now it's only that deep for those who are probably coming online at this time and realizing some shit, okay? But the message wasn't even that deep. See, everybody that's tuned in right here, all right, or those who come in and see it, tune in. Okay, we already established that we had to be focused on self 2 years ago, maybe 3, because we already knew to this point of energy was going to be in effect. And we already knew that a lot of shit was about to be exposed. Okay? We already knew a lot of things was going to come out front. We already knew that we was going to dig deep and start realizing we was the originator of all this shit. I mean, you want to talk about slavery? You were the original slave owner. The fuck? Let's talk about it. Okay? Oh, we're talking about the asteroid, the city killer is coming. Okay, it's coming to wipe out a city near you. Uh, but we're breaking down the asteroid part, right? All that noise for common sense. Okay, like he was telling you to cut the TV off, cut your goddamn mind off, get out of it. Okay, get out your mind, cut that motherfucker off. This is your TV. Okay, stop looking through these motherfuckers. Stop trusting these two eyes. They tricky as fuck. Okay, stop leaning on this shit here. Okay, cut it off and get in tune with yourself. Okay, get in tune with you and you would know. Okay, you wouldn't even take this shit serious. You would be humble, right? Because you can't even fucking say, you can't be contradicting to nothing when you are the originator of all of it. So, okay, the asteroid, not much happened in them tight ass. Okay. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Okay, a lot of people. Yeah, what are we gonna do? This shit gonna hit, right? What we gonna do? I mean, we gonna have to do what we gotta do, regardless. Okay. Shit, shake some shit up. Make me a believer. Okay. I do whatever kind of streams and AI tricks y'all got to do. Okay, because it's all about to come. It's all gonna take its part to make people think that this is what really is transpiring, but it's actually inside of you. The real show, the real tea is inside of you. Okay? The real world is all inside. Okay? This shit right here, mm-mm. It's just a aspect of, of our imagination. The sky might fall, but I ain't worried at all. Okay. I'm not either. Shit. Apparently, I wasn't in my dream when I seen the shit fall, and I wasn't even scared. Peace, pieces. How's everything going? How the baby doing? But yeah, so it's not by coincidence. All this shit is happening at the same time. Okay. They're trying not to allow people to be in fear of this asteroid. So they give you the illusion of, oh, it's going to be 18 years from now that it might hit us, and it's supposed to hit. That shit could be 8 to 10 days from now, okay, but or 8 to 10 months. But this is internal energy. This has nothing to do with the physical aspect, okay. It's always about the high vibration or the low vibration or the frequency, in a sense, the wavelengths, okay. So it has nothing to do with that happening, okay. But just know, all right, we're in the age of the genius, okay? With this word dealing with asteroid, it is also originated from a perspective of being called the flower genius. Okay? Flower genius. I've been good, sis, working and everything else going on. And, sometimes I got to take a break and, tune in to me so I can be able to give out, a divine energy other than just work. Okay. So they know an asteroid coming, but not rain. Right. They can't even get the prediction of the weather right. But they know an asteroid is coming. Right? Right? They know an asteroid is coming, but they can't even get the goddamn rain right. You right. Or the sun. Shit. They can't get none of the weather. We supposed to got all this snow and then get nothing. Okay, just a sprinkle, sprinkle. But right, so that right there is very contradicted in itself. Um, so yeah, you're right about it, Shane. I've already said the word stir, which is astar. Okay, asteroid, which is the aster, which means star. So astar would be a star. So stir is star. It is also a replica of Ishtar. Okay, to me is Ishtar, I-S, or Ishtar, I-S, S-T-A-R, right? Which is also a replica of the planet Venus. Okay? And Venus has a big spin off in this asteroid. Okay? Coming our way. Okay? Now I know this is a star. This asteroid deals with a higher consciousness of self. All right? It deals with divinity. Okay? It deals with a major altering effect in your energy, okay, in our livelihood, okay, um, not just like physically, but mentally and spiritually, right? Just mentally, all right. Yes, ma'am. Totally understand. Should have been on the same boat. Okay, got to. Sometimes you got to. I mean, shit, it's a lot. I be putting out so much energy. Shit, I have to sleep 2, 3 days. And during them days, I be, just to myself. You don't see that invisible snow? Yeah, I didn't see that motherfucker. Sprinkles of it. Sprinkles of it. But yeah, this Venus has been, plays a major part into it too. And Venus is definitely also symbolic for feminine energy. So here we go with this feminine energy again. All right. Or could we just say ancient or the grounded energy? Okay, but just overall the feminine energy, okay? The womb, okay? So it has a connection with this star as well, this asteroid as well. They've talked about it being in the same direct path, okay? But it's gonna go around Venus, and it's gonna like in their sense loop around right and hit Earth. Okay, that's just that infinite energy. That's how it takes place. All right, it has to swerve around, okay, in that infinite eight or that infinite energy, all right, for a rising, okay. There are other words that are connected or also a form of asteroid or aster, okay, which is astro as well, projection, okay. Um, astronauts, astronomy, the constellation, Aster or ether in a sense. Okay, the interstellar, stardust, star. When we talk about, we are children of the stars, or the star children. Okay, We've gotten that information, just going through the journey. This is also a different um, connection to yourself, dealing with, the star, the light, the consciousness, or your interstellar source, right? Okay. That non ether, or, however you want to put it, the astral, okay, what you project. Um, but we've all been in that walk talking about us being, star children. This is where all of this come from, okay? This is where they got this information from as well. This is how they put all this shit together, okay? And they create a very good narrative where you probably wouldn't even know what they're, you know, speaking about or even talking about from a just on a surface level, right? So we wouldn't even get in that deep into the information. But this star has an origin also, the word star, and it means to burn. So when I see this, to burn, I automatically think about the fire. Okay. And when I think about fire, I think about the root of self. I think about that grounding energy, or that ignite, or the big bang in a sense, or that force of energy, right? Okay. That's what I think about when I sing the word to burn. Okay. Meaning dealing with the star. Um, okay. But it has an origin, and that origin deals with means to burn. And it's also related to the Latin word stella. Peace, peace, sis. Peace, fam. Okay. I just said that with the star, so I'm not going to go over that part. Hold up. There was a part here. Oh, I did say Ishtar. Okay. That's where the Ishtar come from, too. Okay. Even though Ishtar is supposed to be a replica of, dealing with Easter. You know? Well, if you want to connect it that way, as Easter, look at it as also the Eastern Star. Okay. All right. Which is where, they get their information. Okay. And how they have projected or created a narrative or perspective of what they're encountering. Right. So, yeah, if you want to, deal with Easter and Ishtar being, replica of Easter as well, but it's also replica of dealing with the star. That's the origin connected to it. We can connect it to Easter, but that goes back to Eastern Star. Okay. All right. And with the Eastern Star, who else was also born under the Eastern Star? These stories gives us a dialogue to follow to get back. It's the breadcrumbs to yourself. So who was born under the Eastern Star? Easter is on 420 this year, and I'm gonna be blessed. Okay, I'm gonna be up in the Eastern Star, energy. Okay, I'm gonna be up under there. I'm gonna be in the stars, in the moons. A few years ago, it was on April Fool's Day. What Easter was, I mean, hell, you can't pinpoint none of these dates because they change on the calendar any damn way. Um, and I'm gonna get into the holidays one more time, because I've came a long way from where I was at the beginning. Diving in a lot of information, and so I can make sense of a lot of shit now more than I did before. So I'm gonna get into these holidays again, okay? Because the holidays do have a significant amount of information physically, right? as dealing with our experiences. But ultimately, take away the story, take away the stage. Right? Just take away the story, take away the stage, the fairy tales, take all that away, right? Take away the images. So when you take away all of that, there is nothing, right? Nothing. Nothing but pure vibration, sound, waves, okay? That's it. Dealing with the source, okay? So we have to get to that information. I really don't give a damn about, a lot of the information on the physical level. But I know it's breadcrumbs to get me to the eternal self. So I take them, just to get to the eternal self. But ultimately, it has nothing to do with you overall. Okay? Like Valentine's in a sense. Yes, Valentine's has some horrific stories. Valentine has some history to it. Take that away. Take away the horrific story. Take away the history. Okay? And when you take all of that away, okay, it is originated from love. And like I've said before, love is not a thing, it's not an affection, it's not a physical thing, of course. But what makes it physical is the vibration, okay, the connection that we have amongst each other. That doesn't mean that love is high energy, okay, but because it has its lows. But ultimately, it is the connection from the inner world to the outer world, okay? So this is why a lot of intimacy takes place. And I wasn't even going to get into Valentine's Day because I wanted to leave it for tomorrow. But there's an intimacy that takes place on this day a lot, of course, right? Okay, it's a meeting and damn near everybody's being in the room. Okay, whether it's with somebody else or it's with yourself. Okay, but ultimately, if you take away the story, it just leaves the vibration, the motion. Okay, and you project that connection, which is the love between A and B. Okay, how you receive it, how you receive it, your perspective, okay, your perception of it. Okay, this is why we say you cannot love anyone else if you don't love yourself, right? Because internally, okay, you have to love everything inside of you. That's the good and the bad, okay, or the ugly and the beauty and the beast. Okay, you have to love every angle inside of you. So when you do that, all right, because love is the connection. So you have to have that internal connection to each angle inside of you. Okay? And you also have to face those angles. Okay? You have to connect to that reflection. Okay? All right? So it's a connection to this world. And love is also desire. And it goes back to your mind. Okay? This goes back to thought. This goes. I just said 2 words, and this motherfucker came up. Google. I didn't call you up here. Okay? Sit down. Definitely looking like self in the room tonight. Okay? And ain't nothing wrong with that shit. It's a lot of energy flowing tonight. It is. And this is why they put these holidays in place, people don't still get it. People still want to be diabolical about the history and the horrific acts that took place on these days. It has nothing to do with you internally. That's a physical thing. Okay? That's a them thing. Okay? That's them problem. It has nothing to do with you internally. All right? So love is a desire, right? It's also a desire. And like I said, this goes back to your mental, your mind, all right, your vision. You have to desire something for you to receive it. Okay? I think a lot of times we get concepts, we have a misunderstanding with these words, okay? And if you dive a lot deeper into these words, you will understand that it's just a self connection, okay, to who you is overall, okay, and what you're motioning into, okay? So if love is also a form of desire, it's what you put your energy into, okay? And this is going back to this asteroid in a minute. But this is what you put your energy into. You put all your might and your energy into things you love. That's the connection. Okay? So if you have that internal connection, the desire of self, you will have that same energy in this world. Okay? Okay? So it's a reason why a lot of these holidays, the astrology, all of that is in play for a reason. Okay? You can't fall. It's like you have to eat the meat and spit out the bones with this information. So you take, the origin of things and you spit out the bones, because the bones is going to be the structure and the formation of the illusion, or the history. Okay, somebody else's story, or somebody else's perspective. Okay, or somebody else's information what they've got from self. So you have to be careful, all right, what your intake is going to be. Okay. So, I mean, it's good to know a lot of stuff about stuff like that, but overall, it doesn't affect me. It's actually a high vibrational force of energy that takes place at this time. Just like at Christmas, just like at Easter, just like during the so called New Year, just like Valentine's in the, today. All of these holidays, they carry a high vibration of energy. And there's a reason for that. Okay? Remember, you were blind for a long time. Very blind, enslaved in the mind. Okay? So you didn't have the information of self. Okay? So, of course, a lot of this information is his story, their story, a story to get the rise of the energy going in motion every time. Everything has its pivot or its place for you to be motion, for you to be moved. Okay? So just think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Okay? The holidays, Holly deals with your first eye. We're talking about the asteroid, which is dealing with your conscious anyway. But that Holly part deals with your first eye. It deals with the consciousness of your energy. Okay? And days deals with night, or it deals with a uprising. Okay? All right? So these holidays are in place in visual formation, just like everything else, to keep you evolving. And it's sad, but it's true. But a lot of people only show people that love on these holidays. Okay? Or they're only able to have a connection with people on these holidays. Okay? Because they're so in tune with themselves, or they're so in tune into the physical, okay, the world in a sense. I don't know. Certain words is bringing up that like Alexa type shit, but it's not. And I'm not saying, I'm not even calling the name. But anywho, um, I forgot what I was talking about. But anywho, it's just all about your higher consciousness, okay? And everything is in place for you to move a certain way. Of course, it might be somebody else's objective or perspective, but it's all about using your energy and motioning it, okay, into a higher evolution, which they've been doing for years, and which you was doing before then as well, okay, and you've been doing while you've been asleep or enslaved as well, okay. So we was doing it willingly or unwillingly. Now with this asteroid coming, okay, um, it is definitely an uprising within itself, okay. High energy, high intel. Astro, like I said earlier, is also a connection to the word asteroid or aster. And even with the origin with astro, other than it being star, okay, it is also heavenly body. It also means heavenly body, or should we say the celestial body, okay? And it also deals with outer space. When people think of outer space, they think of the outer space outside of them. That's not it. Okay? Your outer space is your inner space. Okay? But it also can be a projection into your outer outer space. Because that's what Astro deals with. I mean, Astro deals with. Okay? When I talked about Venus earlier, also being a connection with this asteroid, they said it's a city killer. Okay? It has to take some shit out. It has to take a city out. And I kind of got a feeling what city it's going for. Okay? When it does, when it does take its course. Okay? Also, like I was saying, Venus dealing with, the feminine energy, and also love as well, because I just said this with love. This word also has a connection with love too. Venus deals with also desire. Okay? Like I said, it's everything that you desire. You have to have desire. I know they talk about it, desire as being, something that can be a hindering spirit, okay, or motion for most people. Definitely can be, okay. But on a higher intel of dealing with desire, dealing with the origin of self, desire deals with too long for, okay? That can be a hindering. It can be too long for things that you wish, okay, into your existence, things that you are pondering into your existence through thoughts, okay? And it can be too long for, you know what I mean? You could be waiting, okay? It can be a process, okay? It also means miss, MISS. You can miss it, okay? All right. It can be you can miss it. All right. But going back to the connection dealing with the asteroid, the city killer, as they say, um, desire has a word. If you break it down, all right, the prefix de means of or from. Okay, we diving into desire now. We're diving into the word desire. There's also connection to this asteroid. Pay attention to what I'm saying because a lot of people like to talk about desire as being a bad thing. Okay, but desire, if you break down the word de, the prefix de means of or from. Okay, and Sirius, which is Sire, Sire, means star or constellation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pieces. How your day going? Okay, so desire means of or from, star or constellation. Y'all, okay? Consciousness, baby. All right, dealing with the divine body. Okay? So desire is going to be in play. Okay? So with this asteroid, okay, and people are finding out about it, and some people who have not, but it's some people who have found out about it, and the way they're speculating, it's going to create people to have an uprising of desire, okay, or wishful thinking, okay, that also can be too much, all right, too much, where it can hinder you, all right, where it can, make you miss your opportunity in a sense, all right. Like some people have high desires. It's not logical. And that's why you're missing it. You're missing the point. Okay? All right. But they're going to pull off this desire energy. Okay? And desire deals with your constellation, your body, your star, which is your consciousness as well. Okay? With desire, it also means express a wish to attain. All right? Wishing upon a star. Remember when we were little, we used to wish upon stars, you know? I remember when I was little, we used to wish on upon the stars. Okay, that's the same thing as desire. But we used to wish upon the stars and, create, you know, um, thoughts of what we want, want to come to us, or what sometimes it just be things that we want, not what we actually necessarily need, but it be what we want to take place, or, in a sense of manifesting. Okay. They took the word desire and gave us manifest as well. I still do if I can. Right. Good. Had to tap in right quick. Get this word. Right. Okay, sis. I'm glad you tapped in. Why half the screen just turned green? Look like the matrix. Girl, it's been acting crazy all day, but I didn't see that. Now this been acting weird. It's been going haywire already. Yeah, definitely remember them days. That's where the magic happens. Gotta believe. That's exactly where the magic happens. You have to believe, okay? Even if you're not wishing upon a star, even if you go into a wishing well, or throwing change into a well, that's all a form of wishing, which is also a form of desire, okay? Which is also a form of manifesting, which is also a form of putting the motion into your potion, okay? What is going to be your magic, okay? Your big bang in a sense, okay? Your face was red one time. I don't even see none of this shit. And this shit is weird. It was red and it was green. It's been skipping on you, Shay? Is it skipping on anybody else? Because it looks fine on my end, but hell, I don't know. But yeah, okay. So this desire is also, this desire has a lot of connection to the asteroid. Okay, Merry Christmas, yeet. Okay, I don't know. I may have just been high. Okay, I'm trying to get there. Um, but yeah, it's a wish. Okay, and regardless of how you do it, use your wish. Just know you manifesting because they just took the word desire, okay, and gave you the new word manifest. It's the same shit. Because if you go back from manifest to desire, okay, to wish, because back then it was wish for me, okay, and it could have been wish and then desire, okay. Desire could have been the root, okay. Then then went to wish and then it went to manifest, okay. Um, but past desire, okay, is the star, okay, the heavenly body or the celestial body, okay, the star constellation. I mean, the star and the constellation. I need you to get out of here, ma'am. Okay, I broke out in that word already. Desire also with this asteroid coming up is everything that we have been waiting for. It's everything that we have put in motion. It's everything that we have created an uprising, okay, of energy, a spark, um, a pandemic, um, the COVID or Corona, right? So it created a virus, right? And with this virus, okay, it started taking out stuff. It started cleansing. We had to cleanse and we had to take out stuff. Okay. So now we're bringing in this interstellar energy. Okay. The constellation, the star, the asteroid. Okay. That force. All right. Which is dealing with also to burn as well. Okay. So it's that force of energy and it is rising very fast. It's been rising very fast, right? That's why the days has been going faster. That's why time has been moving faster because all of this is dealing with us internally. Okay, okay. It's everything that you wanted. You wanted to find out who you were, where you come from. You wanted to find out so much information, which is also a desire within itself. Okay. And with that energy, it's going to bring forth an asteroid. Okay. Because the asteroid is that star or that energy to alter, okay, the desire, okay, the pull, the intel of what you've been yearning for or, wanting in a sense, wishing, manifesting. Okay. Desire is also a craving or yearning and an emotion directed toward an attainment or possession of an object. All right. A physical desire as well. Lust. Okay. And like I said earlier, that which is longed for. Okay. We just talked about wish. I go all the way back. Okay. Like I did. All right. No, no, that's not what we're looking at. All right. So they have this information coming out. I thought I had I'm gonna have to go up some more. The article, the original article talking about it. Um, talking about the asteroid. I'm not even gonna go through all of this, but the asteroid has every bit to deal with the uprising of self, okay, of consciousness. Um, the only thing it is going to be altered into your earth, which is your heart, also, which is also symbolic for the heart, the land, or being grounded, as well, um, is completely um, dealing with you, dealing with self. Okay, getting your heart right as you've been doing, or being more information, awareness, in tune with self. Um, there's going to be a major fall, like I said before, in this existence. Your mind have to be, you don't have to have your mind right. You have to understand how to adapt to change that's actually happening as fast as a speeding bullet. So you're gonna have to get your mind together. You're gonna have to um, stay more in tune with yourself. It's okay to gain information outside, but never allow it to overly, okay, take over the inside of you. Okay, we just clean house. We ain't trying to put all that clutter back into self. Okay, we don't need all the information. Okay, you only need you just need the information at the time to keep you evolving. You don't need all the information. Okay. um but yeah, this asteroid is definitely a city killer. It's gonna kill um the old you. Okay, it's going to alter the energy very strongly, okay, and effectively. Um, so when they're speaking about this asteroid, just know that they're talking about the star, okay, the star of Jacob, all right, the star of consciousness, or the Christ consciousness. Um, they're talking about your divine self, okay, and baby, it's nothing to play with. This energy is nothing to play with at all. Definitely, hold up. Something to kick you out of your comfort zone. Yeah, kick you out of your comfort zone. It's gonna have to knock you out of there, kick you out, put yourself out, okay? Definitely have to stay focused in your own mind even more so now. Yeah, you do. Because it's gonna be so much. And with AI, AI be fucking a lot of people up, boy. It be fucking live, okay? And with AI being in existence, which it has already been before years ago, AI has already been here. Okay? The only thing is it just came into public use. Okay? There's nothing new. The only reason why it's new to you or new to me is because it's into the public view. Okay? It means the public can obtain it now. Had it not been in your view, okay, it would not be new to you. Okay? Like it has not been in our view, so it's new to us. But had it been in our view, it wouldn't be nothing new. Okay? If you was already aware of it, it wouldn't be nothing new to you. Okay? AI has been around for decades, for years. Okay? And it's actually been playing its part like it's supposed to when it comes to overall energy. Okay? When it comes to overall this existence, or this life, okay, that we're experiencing. You got to control it and not let it control you. That's right. You got to control it. It cannot control you. Okay? Definitely. Definitely. You cannot allow it to control you. Okay? Because the moment you do, the moment you get caught up and you get stuck, all right, you become stagnant, or you can't motion, you can't think, um, clearly or see clearly at all. For real, they've been cloning too. We already been knew about it, just being publicized. Exactly, it's just being publicized now. Cloning been taking place. I mean, hell, even with the food, I don't even worry about when people talk about the food no more. I mean, of course, we all know you got to listen to your body, and if your body is telling you to do this and do that, there's a reason for it. It's an inner energy. It's your inner self telling you what you need to do. But I don't pay attention to a lot of this shit when it comes to the food or when it comes to, like you said, cloning. Because hell, they've been cloning food forever. Come on, man. They've been cloning food forever. Ain't shit ain't new. The only thing that makes it new is social media. If they didn't have social media, we would still be out the loop. All right. So like do what's best for you. Um, but be aware of what you're doing. Okay? Like just be aware of it. AI is been in video, yeah, definitely been in video games. Okay, AI has definitely been in video games. It is a video game. Shit, Mario Brothers, all that shit, Duck Tales, all that shit. Okay, is AI. Okay, artificial intelligence. And you are a form of artificial intelligence. Like let's just be okay. All right. Or if you don't want to use artificial, you can use ascension intelligence. I mean, it's just what it is. All right, it's just what it is. It's been here forever. This is ancient energy. It's been here. Ain't nothing new about it. They say Chris Brown a clone. Shit, it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, shit, it wouldn't surprise me at all because they have the technology, the information. Now, is it successful? I don't think so. Um, that's why the world of the machines is taking its place now. Because had clones been very effective, we wouldn't be getting the machinery that we're about to get in this existence. Okay, like the RoboCop and shit that's been here. All right, because unfortunately, cloning has its um, defaults. Okay, so I don't think it's been like completely, but it wouldn't surprise me. Peace, bro. What's good with you? What's good with you? You really can't, cause that shit would stress you. Yeah, it would stress you out, and there's people that live and breathe off that shit. Like I'd be like, you a clone too. Your kids are clones. Your pets are clones. What you eat are clones. Anything that has a seed to procreate into other seeds is a clone. Okay? Any cell that um creates on its own, or I was going to say something else, but it was another word. Any cell that creates, right, or multiplies in a sense, right? Those that multiplied is a clone of that original cell. Okay, see, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. People tend to change up. Um, People tend to change up, and sometimes they get it confused and they say, "Oh, they're a clone because they don't look this way." I'm pretty sure years from now, people will say I'm a clone too. It's just what it is. But cloning is definitely um, being scientifically researched, and would surprise me if they became somewhat successful, but not completely successful. Um, that's it. Do what's best for you and be aware of it, sis. Yeah, you gotta be aware of it. You got to be aware of it. Ascension intelligence. Okay, exactly what artificial intelligence really is. I mean, it's just an ascension of self. Clones always look worse. Yeah, yeah, they do. Just like Gucci man, they say because he lost all that weight and he's a clone. Take your ass to jail. I promise you, you won't come out looking like that. Okay, you might have been hefty going in that motherfucker, but I believe you might not be hefty coming out. Okay, every time I have went, I lost weight. So you know, it, they say things to say things. Okay, cloning can be a shift and change. Okay, we can just look up the word clone. All right, and we can make some sense of that too, because like I said, they say a lot of people are clones, and uh that's just another play, illusionary of plays. Because if we had clones like that, we'd be cloning armies. Okay, army men. Okay, and there's a lot of people, like I said, that live and breathe clone work. Oh yeah, hold up. When I be trying to type fast, I always mess up. Twig. The word clone refers to a cell or organism that is genetically identical to the original cell or organism which it is derived. Okay. Mm-hmm. Twins is a form of clones. Mm-hmm. But who are they a clone of? You know, they're they talk about what is it? Something Doppler. What is that called? When they say everybody has a twin. Um, yeah, look at Lil Wayne. Like, come on, make some sense. Shit, look at fucking Trick Daddy. Okay, they've been calling him a clone too, because he don't look like he looked back in the day. But it's the same ninja. All right, you can't even control. They can't even. The only thing that's been successful in cloning has been cell. Okay, is them experimenting into cells and the organism of the cells. All right, and most likely it's the fruits and vegetables, um, because of course with the fruits and vegetables you can see some of those fruits and vegetables don't have seeds. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the doppelganger. That's another form of clones, right? Because everybody's supposed to have a twin. Oh yeah, someone else in the world look exactly like you. They say don't know the name. Right. There's supposed to be someone that looks like you. Here, I'm pretty sure it's quite a few motherfuckers look like me, because I had quite a few people tell me quite a few people look like me. And hey, it is what it is. I mean, we all clones of source. All right. Sources, imagination, um, imagery of existence. Like we're clones of it, of the mind, the whole mind of the source. So I don't really, when people talk about clones, I'm like, yeah, they ain't got that much fucking power, y'all. They ain't got that much power. Cause trust me, if they did, they would have been already been doing some shit. Okay. The closest you're gonna get to a clone is a robot with skin. Like, if they saying like Chris Brown or, Gucci Man and Lil Wayne them got a clone. The closest you gonna get to that motherfucker is like a wax museum, okay? Or a motherfucker that is a robot with their skin, like, a suit, just like them. Because underneath all that shit is robot, machine. But I definitely I just wanted to dive in it with y'all, which is, dealing with this asteroid. It's been a big talk. I'm surprised y'all haven't heard about it. Because they've been talking about it like really heavy this week. And they, like I said, they already called the thing a city killer. Okay, so city girls, y'all be careful because the city killer is coming. Nah, just like, but yeah, you know, uh, a big wave of an asteroid is definitely heading our way, and that just internally it's uprising, uprising. We finna go to places that we have never been in a height of this energy. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Um, and I'm ready for anything that takes place. Remember the Alter Carbon, that show on Netflix? Oh yeah, I remember that. They need to do a part two to a lot of damn seasons that they got on damn Netflix now about the human cells. They've been experimenting. Right, they've been experimenting for a long time. Um, very long time, very long time. Like some beginning of the world type shit time. Okay, been experimenting. Okay? When one doesn't know oneself, what does one do? It studies itself. Like you have to figure out shit, understand what is taking place. Then you got to put a name to a label to it. Okay? Like they've been experimenting. We've been experimenting. We was the first experimenting scientists. Okay? The first it was a word I was about to say with an A. I can't even fucking get it. But the author, the original author, okay? The dark internal self is the original author. And black folk, like, I keep saying I don't like to say that. But copper color people, y'all are the symbolism of that. Okay? And that's why you get so much hate. That's why we get so much hate. But this energy that's rising, this asteroid that's coming, is all behind the force of that energy. Okay? Dark energy. Okay? Um, the fire. Okay? You are the push, the fire, okay? The ignite to all things. Okay? Everybody wants to be like you. Even the most racist people wants to be like you. So it's happening for a reason. It's happening because it's gonna alter everything dealing with self, and we're gonna get to experience it physically. But most importantly, like I said, it's the alter energy of yourself, and it's good that you said alter carbon because hey, carbonation, the asteroid, the star, the constellation, they all deal with this carbon energy. So I'm glad you brought that up. Um, it's all about altering. Okay. I'm excited too. We've been ready for it to pop off. Yeah, we've been ready for it to pop off for a long fucking time. I know I have. I've been ready for everything to pop off. Let me see some shit. Okay. Okay. I want to see what I've been putting in. All my desire. Okay. All my wishful thinking. Okay. All the manifestation. I want to see it all. I want to see it. Okay. The crazy thing is not going to come from the sky, though. So you can't look up, y'all. Don't look up because it ain't going to come from there. It's going to come underneath your goddamn feet. Okay. So be well. It's not going to come from the sky. It's going to come underneath your feet. Okay. So be well. Right. Got to put lamb's blood on your door to avoid the last plague. Oh, okay. Like, got to do all this extracurriculum shit. And we ain't got to do all that. We ain't got to do all that. We ain't got to do all it. Stop trying to stop it, okay? They got to stop trying to stop it. Let it take its course, okay? Let everything happen but also, like I said, be aware. Awareness is definitely overstanding a lot of shit. Like, you just don't see it from the physical matter anymore, okay? You just see it from the motion, the force, the vibrations, the waves, okay? You see it from all those angles. So yeah. They ain't gonna do you can't do nothing, you can stop it. Nobody can do anything to stop it. Time to literally rise like the phoenix. Definitely, okay? Definitely time to rise like the phoenix, okay? Become that fiery phoenix, spread your wings, okay? And you got to stand on it. You got to stand 10 toes strong, not just, on the ground, but in your mind. That 666 energy. Yep, that's what we're talking about. That 666. It was somewhere I was seeing something about 666. And I don't know if I seen it on here or I seen it somewhere else. Somebody was talking about 69 and how the 666 energy actually deals with the lights and the 9 energy deals with the darkness. Okay, so with the darkness already rise, okay, rising and has rised, okay. That's why all this shit is taking place like it's supposed to. It's changes is happening, okay. That's why you're going through a lot of things in your life right now that can be struggle, very struggle, lean for most people mentally, but you're working through it. It's a process, okay? So with this energy already being in divinity, and this is the year of the 9, and that's dealing with divine energy, that's dealing with the darkness, okay? So this 6 right here, all right, that's 666, which is also replica of light, or 6 is the replica of light. And they're talking about the asteroid. We ain't even got to do all that. We ain't got to do all that. We ain't got to do all that. Standing on business, we focus, man. Right, you got to stand on business. Stand 10 toes down. Sounds like the yin yang symbols, the 6 and the 9. Yes, the 6 and the 9. Right, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The 6 and the 9, because the 9 deals with divinity, which is, overall, 6-9 is divinity because they're a reflection of the same number. Okay, one is upside down, one is down. Up, one is down. Okay, so they both the same thing. They just reflections. But the 9 reflection would deal with divine energy, dealing with that divine feminine or the divine darkness, right? The darkness, right? And 6 would deal with the light, okay? The masculine energy, okay? So yeah. And 3 is just is just the, how I want to say, like, it's the alignment of it all, or is 3 is equal, okay, to 6 to 9, or the balance or the triangle, um the trinity of it. Um, yeah, we definitely working through it. Just about to say 369, right? I was just saying about that 999. It's the reflection of something else we got to do during these times. Yeah, it is things that we have to do through these times. Multiple of 69, right? They both 3 is multiples of 69. That's true. That's true. Peace, sis. How you doing? It is a multiple of 69. But that 369 is in an alignment, especially dealing with yourself. The triangle, okay. The 6 and the 9, but the 6, okay. Um, yeah. It's that energy. It's that time. I mean, it's been that time. It's been that energy anyway. But yeah, I pay attention to little stuff like that, and it kind of keeps me in the loop of awareness of what is taking on taking its place inside of self. Okay, so I just want to be caught up in none of the bullshit. And like I said, just to piggyback on that before I get off here, the whole Kendrick Lamar halftime thing was definitely informative, okay, of that 6 9, okay. It's definitely a replica of the Asteroid, okay. If y'all remember, Mustard came on with the with the star on the back, the yellow star on the back of his coat, okay. All right, we're talking about the asteroid, and if I'm not mistaken, that coat he might have had on might have been an asteroid, because they do have a brand called Asteroid, but it had that star on the back, and for asteroid to deal with a star and it's dealing with the consciousness of self, baby, we right on time. I'm good. I am so good, girl. Need to put me a little bit more wine. Definitely a self thing. You on point per usual, sis, girl. Glad I tapped in. I'm glad you tapped in too, sis. You know, we gonna make it make sense. Okay? We gonna make it make sense. Okay? We ain't just gonna be in the fairy tales, okay? We gonna make it, it's got to make sense, it's got to be logical, okay? We gotta be spiritually and physically in tune, okay? We gotta put the book together. All right. So yeah, we gonna make it work. We gonna get to the bottom. The Star Spangled Banner too. Yes, the Star Spangled Banner and him being the only star. Okay, I'm saying, man, I shouldn't have said it like that, y'all. But him being the only star in the middle of the flag. Oh man, not Mustard, but Kendrick, K Dot. Okay, a wish upon a star. It's you've always been. Okay, you've always been the originator. Okay. All right. People want to talk about the flag. The flag has always been yours. Okay. It deals with you. Okay. You want to talk about America? America has always been you. Okay. America, like I've always said, and every time I hear America, of course I can get the context of what it is on the origin word, right? Dealing with the history. But every time I speak it and every time I hear it, all I hear is a miracle. Okay? This is the land of the America, right? It's a miracle, okay? The holy land, okay? It's paradise. It's where dreams come true. And how do dreams come true? What we were just talking about. Us wishing upon the star. Okay? That's you tapping into your divine energy. Okay? Your consciousness. All right? And you're willing in or you're generating, okay, your observations or objectives of objects or however you want to use your O, okay? But your circle, okay, all right, of ideas, thoughts, all right, they become your vision, okay? So it's always been you. Everything that that man displayed, I don't think nothing but a few people got it. Yes, a lot of people they got it on some spiritual information. Yes, a lot of people they got it on some history information, but I don't think y'all really got it. It's about you. Okay? Stars are us and stars are real. Okay? Okay, check yourself out. All the stars in the sky, he performed that random song too. Okay. It's no coincidence. It's no coincidence he did that. Saw the green screen 3 times. Girl, did you peep it? Okay. America the people. Okay. Like, yeah. Everybody wants to come to America. Yeah, it's a reason. Okay, like it's a reason why all these continents is named with their name. But we ain't gonna get in that tonight. Okay, because I can break down this whole existence if I wanted to with the level of of mind frame of where I'm at today. Okay, and know that everything reflects back to me. That's why I don't get caught up in the bullshit because I know everything reflects back to me. Yeah, you might spit some shit, but underneath all that shit, get rid of the showroom, okay, the ballroom, the stage, and look behind the curtain, okay. Yo, caught the screenshot. I'm gonna inbox it. They waking up to knowing they in the matrix. Girl, I need to see this. I only got one picture one time like that before, and it was me and two other people on the screen, and we was talking about the movies, The Matrix, that night. And some, yeah, that picture right there was, whew, that was something for the books. I still got a picture of it though. Um, that part. Cheers. Right. Cheers to you, sis. Cheers to everybody on here. But yeah, yeah, we can talk literal all day. I don't like talking literal. It doesn't feed me. It doesn't energize me. It doesn't, you know, take me nowhere. It doesn't do none of that. So I'm not gonna. Anytime I bring out any information, just know it's got some it's an interstellar shit. Okay, it's all about the intel of self. It's all about the information of self. I'm gonna break it down so you can understand where. Okay, everything. If I'm God in the sense as we said, and God is everything, then God damn it, you everything. Okay, and creating these goddamn stories, including these illusions. But you have to peel back the onions of these motherfuckers, the layers of these onions, okay, to get to the roots of you, to the source, okay? And it's multiple levels to uncover, okay, that can cause you to not celebrate self, all right, or to be in a high vibrational state of mind to connect to other people, all right? So people are going to use and say anything um, or bring up information that pertains to the literal stance that actually doesn't have anything to do with your internal self. Okay? So it's no reason that all of this is in alignment. Um, Everything has its part. Everything is in alignment. Okay? And the reason it's all in alignment and have its part because at the beginning of source, from the first motion to the ocean, okay? Or from the first wave, okay? All right? Brought in a marathon of energy, okay? And with the marathon, there's different shifts, resets, information, but they all have the same fucking interstellar connection. Okay? All right? They saying they stay trying to disconnect you. They do. Because we be spitting some fire over here. And that's just what it is. That we be spitting fire over here. Shit that's gonna really wake some people up. Okay? Some shit that's really gonna take you from like make you be thinking. Sit your ass. You're gonna be sitting in the corner. You're gonna be thinking. You're gonna be diving in. Okay. You're gonna be getting downloads. You're gonna be like Will Smith's son was when he was like, saying all that crazy shit, and people was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude?" He was actually dived in. He was tapping in, wondering like, "Why is this? Why?" Because it doesn't make sense, right? So once you start to make sense of shit and become logical within yourself, and carry the same awareness in that logic, you're very unstoppable. Oh, you said it's in my. I got my laptop up too, sis, so I can pull it up while we right here. They got a lot. They say like it's a lot of shit. They've been, yeah. Y'all can dive into it, but don't get too. Look at this shit. And I wasn't even. I didn't even see this. Now, one thing I have noticed lately, why is this not moving down? Hold up, let me go back out. I'm trying to see the whole damn pic. Okay, hold up. Let me just download the shit. Then we just pull it up. How about that? But I didn't even see this. This is crazy. But lately, I have been noticing certain frequencies in my just emotion in my videos lately. This is crazy, y'all. Let me show y'all. In my videos lately, especially a certain motion coming in front of my face. You know, sitting in my face. Like just yeah. It's been in the last few of my videos, a lot of them. What the hell? Wow. What the fuck is that? Okay, I'm finna show y'all. Let me see if y'all can see it. I swear, like this has been happening a lot, and I got a new phone. This is a whole new phone. Okay, it's Hi, mommy. Hey, baby, get out of here. I'm gonna get my phone. Yeah, they've been doing that's been happening a lot. Even like when I go back and do some of my some of my replays, I go back and replay my videos, or when I'm downloading, and I skim through them. I see a lot of that stuff. Well, I don't be seeing that, but I be seeing that energy. It just be energy just moving through my videos lately, and I've been able to see it a lot clearer too. Uh, Last time that happened, that I was seeing it was in like 2020. That's crazy, but they're just letting you know of the simulation that we're living in, and the Matrix is See, this is what I be talking about, y'all. This is what I be talking about. This is what I be talking about. Let me go back over here. This is what I be talking about right here. Because all these words connect. The origin of Matrix, and I said this before too. Of course, I found this before earlier. Before, since we talking about the asteroid, and it's definitely like I said, dealing with the consciousness. It's almost as a Big Bang theory. Um, but that Latin word that connects with matrix is womb, pregnancy, source, okay, or origin. That's crazy. Yeah, we can't make this shit up. That's how the red looks. But just in your face, in your really, I told you like I don't know what's been going on lately with this videos. Like I, I got a new phone, yo, and I can understand if it was an old phone, but it's a new phone, and it's been doing a lot of that lately too. Since I got this new phone, this shit is crazy. It ain't crazy, but it's very exciting. I can make sense. But I've been seeing it like since we just said energy and motion. I've been seeing that shit in my video a lot lately. And I've been like, what the hell going on? Especially like somebody just sitting right here in front of me and my face will change. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who is that? Who is that? Come again? And that be happening a lot in my videos lately. What's good, sis? What's good? Shit, maybe I'm seeing in codes. We all finna be lit. Girl, we finna see some shit in our day and age for real. I'm telling y'all. Y'all think I'm lying, I'm dead. That's and when it do happen, when it do happen, when it do happen, I want y'all to give my shout out because I know we've been saying it. It was gonna happen, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a shout out. I'm like, y'all, then we say it. We said it. But yeah, that matrix is just existence. Okay, it's the inner connection to self. Okay, so when people talk about they want to be unplugged from the matrix, I'm gonna let them live. I'm gonna let them live tonight because they be saying a lot of shit, and even sometimes my bros do. But hey, we all say some crazy shit. 'Cause I know I be saying some shit. They probably like, what the fuck she's talking about? But but yeah, I know I was one of the people at the beginning too that was talking about being unplugged from the matrix. The matrix movie made me, it inspired me to be unplugged from the matrix. But common sense kicked in like maybe sometime this year, last year, when it comes to logic. And with that, it's like, I said this to somebody, and it might have been recent too, because I told them, I said, in the movie Matrix, Neo wanted to be unplugged from the Matrix, right? But he was always in the Matrix. Like, right, that shit makes sense. Neo them wanted to be unplugged from the Matrix, but they was always and already in the Matrix. What they was going into was the stimulations or the simulations, okay, of the Matrix. hmm Okay, and a good source just gave me that. So, now that's gonna make me want to watch the Matrix all over again. Because now knowing that they was still in the Matrix, they was always in the Matrix because they was in the damn womb, they was already in the source and the origin of self, which we was already like, oh, they within each self. They within each other. They was in the womb. They was in the source. They was in the origin of self. That's the matrix, right? And they were unplugged from that, okay? Or they were plugged into that, which is a connection to the outer world, which is the stimulation. Okay, which is a stimulation. And he said that shit in Matrix 1. And I did not clock that T until this now. I didn't even get that shit until now. He said that shit at the beginning. What's his name? The one that played what's his name? Not the one that played Neo. Damn, what is his name in the movie? The black guy. The first original Matrix. I ain't talking about this new one. The first original one. He said it to Neo. All right? That the Matrix, what the Matrix was, and how it was not going anywhere. Morpheus, that's his name. Even his damn name have a significance. Okay? But he was telling them how, what the Matrix was, like it was this big ass computer. Okay? And it had everything in existence in this computer. Okay? So when they go to the one, the part two, maybe three in the Matrix, part three in the Matrix, when Neo goes see the what was he called? He wasn't agriculture. What is he called? It's over the A. He was almost like the creator, but he wasn't a creator. What did they call him? It starts with an A. But y'all, I'm starting to break this shit out of my mind. I'm seeing it for what it is. But he went to go see him, and he had all those screens. Not the Oracle, the man that had all the screens, the TVs in his room. Oh, they called him it started with an A. I don't know why I want to keep saying agriculture because it ain't that. The architect. There you go. And he went in there to see, and when he went in there to talk to the architect, he seen all these screens of himself on different screens. Okay? Even from when he was, in the simulation, okay? And how it looked from him being in the Matrix, okay? And him basically acting out, or not even acting out, but it's not acting the word I want to use, but the way he was interacting into the simulation. All right, he was showing him, it was screens where he was just in the white. You know what I'm saying? But he was talking and stuff. That was like an interaction he was having behind, but you could see it from behind the scenes, right? And then they had the screens where he was actually interacting in life and stuff when he was a kid and shit like that, right? So he had all of these screens of him on them. So the architect is the one that controls the Matrix. All right. He is also a replica of the God. Okay, the God, the ultimate God. Okay. Right. Thank you, sis. Playing different scenarios on the screen. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. In his own mind, he was in his own mind. Okay. You're the architect. You're the author. I feel it was something similar on that movie, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Yes. To the Matrix, that movie, everything, everyone, everywhere, all at once, is similar to the Matrix. I believe so too. I mean, it definitely got some Matrix shit in there. It definitely was showing different simulations of this lady, or of the main character. Okay, in different dimensions, as they would say. With dimensions ain't nothing but simulation. That's it. That's all. Dimensions is just different simulations. All right. Versions of self. Um, the architect as well. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Very similar to that situation and everything everywhere all at once. Okay. Everywhere all at once. But yeah, I'm glad that came out. I might have to really watch it for real because now, probably saw it and don't remember till I see it again. Which part? When he went into the see the architect, I think that was part three, might be part four. But the oracle also is very significant too. Okay, she's very significant. That deals with um your divinity, your divine energy. Okay, your motion, your visions, because the oracle could tap into all of that. Okay, the gifts. Um, and I think she wore green too, if I'm not mistaken. The other movie, everything, everywhere. Yeah, that came out on Netflix. It might be still on there. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It has its like what the hell moments, but it's a good movie. You might be like, what the fuck? But it actually has a real good message, good meaning to when it deals with self and how this world works and how everything has to be in alignment. Or it has to be, lined up, it has to be put in place, all right, for it to be stable. But yeah, Neo didn't, we've all talked about unplugging from the shit, and I've said you can't unplug from this bitch. You unplug from the simulation and you're going into the matrix. All right, it's a realm. Okay, within inside of you, we just project this shit out. What the what? What I say? I be talking fast sometimes. If you can't find it, let me. To my the movie. Well, what you was talking about? What the what? The Matrix feels like AI. Yeah, I mean, where they was at, they had all the intelligence. They had all the artificial intelligence. They had all of the higher intelligence. And like I said earlier, the ascension intelligence. They had all of that in the Matrix. I mean that the AI is just a replica of it. Oh, you said the movie? Oh yeah, because it be having it's got some cheesy points in it, parts in it, but it's a good ass movie. I ain't gonna take away from that. It's a good ass movie. But it's very imaginative, and it just gives you, like I said, the gems, the message of internally you have multiple sources of self, and everywhere. And everything, resolves around that source of self, and it's happening all at the same time. They were leeching a mindful. Yeah, they were leeching. There were. Remember, Neo had a virus. Uh huh. Before he came out of the simulation, because the virus doesn't exist in the Matrix. I'm gonna have to go back and fucking watch this shit. The virus doesn't even exist in the Matrix. They call it the Matrix, but the Matrix really deals with your internal self. But and which is a reflection of the simulation that they was plugging into. All right. Um. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch. But he had a virus, and they had to take the virus out of him. Remember? Okay, and that virus can be people leeching on you. It can be, the higher ups leeching on our energy. Okay, putting you in a simulation to be on the hamster wheel. Okay, to keep going around in the circle, in the circle, in the circle. Um, but he had the virus, and they had to get rid of it before they took him into, all right, into himself. But also in the Matrix, remember the world that they call inside them, which I can't think of it right now. The world that they call inside of them, which they say they detached and unplugged from the Matrix, the world that they call inside was the original Matrix. And that's in the movie too. Because I think Jada, whatever her name was in the movie, she spilled that tea. Okay? And I want to say it's around the time Neo, the first Matrix, when Neo came. All right? Zion. Right. That's it. Zion. The people's energy makes the virus. That's true. That is very true. With their perception, sis. Yep, your perception. With their perception. So it is definitely true. They do. People make other people sick. Hurt people hurt people. Sick people get people sick. It's all mental. It's all deals with your perception. Um, and by him being on that hamster wheel, or that in that simulation, he had a virus. Yeah, he had a virus. And before you become ultimately free, you know, into awareness, you have to get rid of the viruses inside of you. Okay. Now, so turn the TV off, like Kendrick Lamar said, turn it off. Okay. K. Dot said, turn the TV off. Get out the mind. Okay. You got to get out this mind. Okay. This mind right here gonna have you fucked up. It's your television. We've been breaking it down for years too. It's the television. Okay. Your telepathical vision. Okay. It's not television. I mean, we can say that because the eyes do lie. But it's your telepathical vision. Okay. Now turn the TV off, turn the TV off, but it will be televised. It definitely is going to be televised. That's divinely within you. You gonna see yourself. Remember, I said that, I said that in one of these year videos that you gonna see yourself, and it might have been this year or not, and you ain't gonna be able to move, close your eyes, nothing. You gonna have to see yourself. Okay. Yep. See with your mind, not with your eyes. Exactly. Because the eyes can be a fool. All right. The eyes can be a fool. I mean, it's fascinating that we have people that are blind that are born blind, okay, and they are so divine. All right, they don't need these eyes to see. They in tune so good, okay, within themselves that they're seeing with the mind, okay, and it carries along with the motion, all right, which becomes the physical matter of feeling, all right, and the vibration. Tunnel vision, right? The tunnel vision. Yep, that's a good one too. Dealing with the television. Turn that shit off. Get out of it. Yep, the magicians. Mm-hmm. Yep, the magicians. So it's everything, everything have its part. I'm just kind of glad I caught this Asteroid T in time after that Super Bowl because, oh baby, it's so in alignment. It's so all in order. Um, and like I said earlier, I'm watching popcorn and all, baby. Okay, can't take it serious. Can't take life serious because life is not what it is, what you think it is. Can't take life serious. You can only evolve in it. And gain acceptance and awareness and have the awareness on a logical standpoint. But don't get too caught up in logic, where it becomes very literal to your television. Okay? Foreshadowing. Oh, that's a good one. Yes. Yes. When you take away one sense, the others, when you take away one sense, the others are heightened. Turn it off and tap in. Right. Exactly. And that's like with blind people that's blind, they can't use that sense, which is seeing. So they have to see through other properties of senses. Um like the feel, hearing, uh even taste, smell. Um, yeah, which still deals with the connection of the vibration and how we feel, the feeling, touch. You got to try a sensory deprivation tank or float tank to tap in. I listen to, you talking about like the waters, like with water. Pieces. I was reading it like it was coming. Pieces. Their own imagination. Okay, okay. Their own imagination. Shit, they are very tapped in. Okay, they are very tapped in. Shit, who can't get around? Okay, put your hands where my eyes can see. Tap, yeah, with water. Oh, well, I do. Well, I do. I actually do. I have very effective, and I actually need to pull them back out. I get stuff that's new, and then I move on down the line. But yeah, it do work. It do work. It do very effective. Or be by bodies of water often, and just listen to the nature. Yeah, even just listen to nature. The water. Water is always gonna tap you in. It's very illuminous of it's illuminous, and the sound of it is going to automatically tap you in. So it's a very powerful source to use um to dive divinely within yourself. Yeah, silence, because silence is the key, and that's the only way that we can make sense of some shit. Shut up, mute, listen. Okay. And we're not listening to respond. We're actually listening to learn, listening to evolve, listening for the vibration, um, to motion, to move. So yeah, you got to be silent. It has to be silent. And even if you listen to like little stuff like that, that has to be your focal point. And I talked about this a lot too when I did do meditation classes. You have to have a focal point, and with that focal point can expand, and it can take you to other parts inside of you. If I say that, yeah, I rather say that inside of you. All right, that you're going to tap into or dive into, and it can be information. Um, yeah. Most of the information I look up, I don't even look up. It comes from inside, and I just go and look it up to give people a visual. Um, because some people don't believe you unless you have some type of form of evidence or some form of visual where they can make some sense of it. So, you know, I be forgetting I stay by the Gulf of America. Okay, yeah, the Gulf of America now. Bring it up, because it was Gulf of Mexico, but look, it wasn't always Gulf of Mexico either. It wasn't always Gulf of Mexico either. It was called something else. Okay, but okay, we stay right there by that big Gulf of America, big Gulf of Mexi. All right, when you look up Mexican, look up Mexi. Um, yeah, we need it. It's very therapeutic and healing. Listening to understanding. Yep, listening to gain understanding, acceptance. Um, yeah. And to have clarity, you get clarity in that. Helps when your attention span is bad to have a focal point. Yeah, that's why you can use certain things like music, or you can use, the water or nature, hell, a fan, anything that, clears the mind. Okay, your mind is clear when you go into a like a deja vu type of energy, right? Yeah. Okay. I used to question the downloads I get from inside. There's no reason to question them. I used to too, but I've always been very funny when I go look for it and be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's why ain't nothing like what I'm getting, what I was not getting, okay, in church. And I'm not taking away from, me going to church, but when I used to go, but I'm taking away the fact of what's feeding me, right? And ain't nothing feeding me like I'm getting fed when it's right from within myself. Me just diving into the divinity, okay, of Christ, right? And getting the information, the knowledge, the downloads, visions, understanding my visions, like it's no other. Like, can't nobody tell me nothing. Um, I used to, so there's no reason to even question it. I mean, you can question and look forward, and yourself gonna guide you right to it. Okay, yourself one thing for sure. Self love making you look like a fool to you. All right, not to nobody else, but to you. Um, does it fucking matter what its name? Doesn't it fucking matter what its name? Okay, it don't fucking matter. Last time I went, the girls was with me breaking the silence, and I started looking for mermaids, thinking about all the type of stuff. Right, all the type of stuff that's under the sea. all the type of stuff that has been a part of our existence. And you get to diving into stuff like that, even like mermaids, of course. Hell yeah. Um, and just even how deep does it go? Like water is effective. That's the number one. But there's other things you can use too. Like I was telling Shay, to get your focal point there, because you have to be focused. Sometimes it takes me 2, 3 days to wind down, to get into a space to be just with myself. And once I'm in that space of wanting myself, and sometimes it just be me when I'm waking up in the morning, right? And I get myself together and I spark one, okay, and everybody is asleep, and I'm in a space. Get out of here, baby. I'm in a space. What, baby? Oh gosh, no. Okay, well, don't do that no more. Go in there. But I get into that space and it be just me, Lord. It just be me and everybody be asleep or whatever, chilling or whatever, sleep basically. If I'm up early for everybody, and I just go in. It's quiet though, for sure, because I don't have anything playing unless I play some meditation music. But other than that, I'm just sitting there in the quiet space, and buy me up something, and shit just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. So, um, that's why, yeah, about when you zone out, is that tapping in as well? Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. When you zoned out, all right, daydream. That's a form of being tapping in. Anything that takes you from the physical eyes inside the mind. Okay. Now with this word mind, because I'm in a talk of the spirit today, so you're probably gonna get a couple gems out of this live. I'm trying to get off here, but they just keep coming. Um, with that word mind, right? And every time I hear that or I say it, I always get a visual of the physical minds, in the world of under, the rock structures and stuff like that. There's multiple mines all over the world, and they are underneath, okay, the ground, right? So I always think about that. But anytime, let me go back to your question. I forgot what was it, Shay. Remember this one I said, but yeah, when you zone out or going to like days, not deja vu, but it was something I just said. But anyway, when you zone out, you're definitely in a form of tapping in. Yeah, you are. You're tapping in. And sometimes I like to see where it's gonna go. When I do be zoned out, mermaids and sirens, all kinds of stuff has been in existence. But their looks have changed too. Images have changed over the centuries as well. So let's keep the awareness of that. Okay, that's so Raven type vibes. Okay. Now with the zone out. But yeah, anytime I think about, stuff like that, anytime you zoned out, you're in a daydream, you're coming out of the physical eyes and you're going into your spiritual eye, which is the third eye. You're tapping into that energy, and that's in the mind, all right, or the mind, the ruins of the mind. So you start to, see visions. You start to see things, or even you might feel a certain type of energy that brush across you in these moments. You're tapping in. When kids try to ignore you, or we try to ignore people and we start thinking about other stuff, you're tapping in. Okay? Because now your focal point is somewhere other than the physical, is somewhere inside, and you're your imagery, okay, in the consciousness, right, of your mind, right, is where you're at. Okay, so when kids try to act like they ignoring you, ignoring is a form of tapping into self. Anything that takes you out of the physical form into your internal self. Okay. hmm Those dreams can be something else. Dreams is definitely very deep imagery, visions with messages, with signs. Um, it's definitely that energy of everything, everywhere, all at once type of energy. So you have to, the more you start to focus when you're and become aware of when you're dreaming, you can be able to pay attention to detail. Because I have, and I know a lot of people have to start to pay attention to details in their dream when you're aware you're dreaming. Um, and that's just you going into the real reality of self. Um, at this point, I have problems telling if I did it or I dreamed it. Um, when you feel it in your dreams, you're doing it, and it's not in this realm. Okay, there can be another realm. I mean, not another realm, another version of yourself. Um, so if you're feeling it, there's another version of yourself that you're experiencing it somewhere else. You remember when I was telling y'all about I had that vision about I woke up and I was like connected to this other girl's energy. Um and I could see through her eyes, but I was aware that this wasn't my body, like my normal body. I was aware that I was somewhere else. I was aware of how she looked. But everything she felt, everything she said, I felt that it's like I said it. I felt that like it came from my mouth, like I could feel it. So I knew I was there. Um, and it felt so real. And that's the reason being because that's where I was. Yeah, the memories do seems to be so real at times, just like those simulations. They definitely can seem real because they were once real. If that makes sense, like on a physical aspect of how you feel, that outer connection, that inner connection. So of course it's gonna it can also make it feel like it's real, especially memories, especially memories, because you have once been there. So that feel for that energy that you have once experienced in that memory, you're gonna always have an instant connection to it. So you're gonna automatically feel it. All right. All right. Your memories are definitely real. There are experiences that we have had or you have had. So be aware of them. Our memories sometimes come up at desperate needs. When we're changing, we're evolving, when we're at our lowest, and certain memories will come up to uplift you, to remind you where you going, what you doing, you know, and it gives you that push and also gives you the urge of no worrying, no worries. So yeah, memories is definitely very impactful, and they are used against you to elevate you. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, I've been on here for a minute. I'm gonna have to kind of, I don't know how long I've been on here. It's been about 2 hours, but I'm gonna definitely get up off of here. I'm spending the rest of the night with the kids and stuff and my man. And I'll be back on here tomorrow because I got another live that I want to do, dealing with the dark Stockholm. I got a lot of information that like topics is just coming in, and that, and the interstellar self is bringing a lot of shit to surface that we need to either be aware of, be aware of awareness of. Some people might need to reflect on it, face it, who knows. A better understanding overall of what it is, Stockholm. But I titled it Dark Stockholm for a reason. But yeah, y'all. Everything I give you is gonna be back to you. It's gonna lead you right back to you. So you can't be pointing fingers out here to anybody. It's only you. And on that note, I'm gonna get up out of here, and I will see y'all tomorrow. As always, love, peace, and oneness. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.